When you are not exposed to complex works of art, like Dostoevsky, for example, right, then you end up with a simplistic view, okay, of human life. You see this utopian view, somehow everything can be, you know, like butterflies and birds and so on. And the dark side, okay, of human existence is completely missing, okay, from these people's experience or study. Now our generation, I think, was more realistic because our parents have been part of the Depression, World War II. The Holocaust was huge. Okay?
Absolutely.
And so we had a sense of reality about what is important, what is barbaric in human history. Okay? And it's this idea that you can micromanage reality down to the pleasant. It's like a kind of Doris Day view of existence. It's like so reactionary. People don't realize it's sentimental, it's middlebrow. Okay? It does not belong on a college campus.
And they are so sanctimonious about it. The sanctimony alone is enough to drive you mad. And what the students are doing now, and this is at Oxford University, I think you know about this, the young women are demanding trigger warnings for anything that's, you know, violent or unpleasant in a classroom. And so I'm thinking, again, trigger warnings in a history class because you're going to study.
Law. I think it also had to do with study of law.
Oh, yes.
And anything that had to do with like rape cases, they had to have a trigger warning.
Well, there's a group of professors at Harvard Law School who are opposed to this because they have young women who are going to be studying law, for some of them to be litigators, but they do not want to hear even the word violate. They've been asked to excise upsetting terms. Well, this is... what is this? What kind of world are we going to have when these people graduate?
It is so regressive. It's like the era of the Hollywood studio production code, when violence was also, you know, censored out, not just sex, and that's why Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho in 1960, you know, changed modern film and opened it to, you know, all kinds of representations of the reality of human existence. Right? I think that, you know, from what I can see, most feminists seem to lack a sense of of psychopathology. They don't understand the most extreme manifestations of human psychology. So they think they can micromanage everything. They think that they can somehow fine-tune the entire world to be entirely safe. Okay, the world will never be entirely safe, okay, for any human being, male or female. Okay, the idea that somehow a girl going out at night, okay, alone, okay, is going to, as long as everyone has graduated from an elite school, okay, be somehow protected against an attack from a maniac. Right?
From a maniac, from a psychopath. And if you tell a young woman you should not get, you know, you should not binge drink, and then go out and, you know, walk around. You're courting danger. Oh, well, tell men not to rape. Don't tell us what we have to wear.
It's called blaming the victim. Okay, if you try to give good advice to be street smart, okay, about how you dress and how you behave, and to be aware of your environment and know how to handle yourself in a potentially dangerous environment, that's called blaming the victim.
And it's not that men are predators, but there are predators among men.
There are truly insane people.
Yes.
The human mind remains primitive. The human mind remains half animal. Okay, and if you completely remove biology, you know, from your consideration, then you're going to end up, you know, with this kind of Girl Scout code. They have this like Girl Scout, you know, view of
because
how
it's all socially constructed.
Yes, it's all,
and so we can just rejigger it and re-engineer it.
They are in this fantasy world. They think that they can produce a sexual utopia when all of the excitement and interest of sexual relations comes from potential danger. Guess what? Gay men have known this for thousands of years. Gay men go out everywhere around the world, okay, and court danger and death. Okay, every time they pick up a rough trade on the street, okay, happens all the time. Do you hear gay men complaining all the time? When gay men trying to micromanage the entire world so they can pick up strangers, okay, in bus terminals, okay, without danger? No, gay men find the danger a kick. Now, why is it then that men, okay, have that kind of more sophisticated sexuality, but no, girls are still children. We must always protect them. Okay, they're tender flowers. This is so regressive. This is not feminism.
I know.
Nor is it modernism.